ClubExpress Contact Log. ClubExpress offers a contact log module as an extra cost feature. It functions as a CRM or customer relationship manager for your organization and allows administrators and coordinators to track contact and follow-up points with members and non-members. This module carries a one-time fee to activate the module on your website. Check the pricing page at clubexpress.com for up-to-date pricing information. Contact log entries can be managed by individual member or non-member, or all entries can be managed at once. You can categorize each entry, set the priority level, and assign a staff member to follow up with the member or non-member. When the contact log module is activated, the features are accessed through the People Manager, your member and non-member database. Navigate to the Control Panel, People tab. In the Admin section, select People Manager. Administrators and coordinators with access to the People Manager will see contact log links under both member options and non-member options, and an additional icon in the Maintain column of your search results. We'll select the Contact Log option from Member Options, where you'll be able to see all contact log entries for all members. If you select Contact Log from Non-Member Options, the module will function the same way, but the entries will be for your non-member contacts. On the Contact Log screen, you'll see a search function and various buttons on the right-hand side. Select Categories to add and manage contact categories you'll use to organize your contact log entries. You'll see several system categories created by ClubExpress, and you can add as many additional categories as you need by selecting the Add Category button. Select Responsible Staffers to manage the list of members in your organization who are responsible for following up on open log entries. Select Add Responsible Staffer and use the Member selector to choose a member from your database. Remember, in order to view and interact with the Contact Log module, responsible staffers need to either be an administrator or a coordinator with access to the People Manager. At the top of the screen, you'll see a search function. Use this to search through contact log entries by status, date, responsible staff member, category, and priority level. The grid listing search results includes both initial contact log entries and their follow-up entries. You'll see the member's name, which you can select to view quick contact details, the follow-up date, if a follow-up date has been added, the date the entry was last edited, the subject, responsible staff member, type of contact made, category, status, and the priority level if a priority level has been selected. In the Maintain column, you'll see the option to edit or update the entry and delete the entry. The subject line of the entry will vary depending on whether a follow-up date has been indicated. If a follow-up date has been set, the subject line will include an indication for contact log follow-up. We'll talk about following up with entries later in this video. To add a contact log entry, select the Add Contact Log Entry button. You'll see a pop-up window. Start by clicking Select Member to use the Member selector to choose the appropriate person you've contacted or intend to contact. The initial log date will automatically display today's date. However, you can change the date to reflect an older contact point or a future contact point. To mark the entry for follow-up, enter a follow-up date. When you add a follow-up date to a new contact log entry, the initial log entry you create will be saved and marked as closed, and a new entry marked for follow-up will automatically be opened. The closed entry will show the initial date as both the date the entry was last edited and the follow-up date. The open entry will show the initial date as the date the entry was last edited and the future follow-up date you've selected. You'll also see a note in the subject line indicating the entry has been marked for follow-up. Next, select the type of contact made. For example, an email you've sent or received. If you want to create an entry as a reminder to contact someone in the future, choose one of the future options listed. Next, select a category from the list of categories you've created. Enter the subject of the contact and a description in the fields provided. Select a status, either open or closed. Remember that entries marked for follow-up will automatically be marked as closed, and a follow-up entry is created and set to open. You'll be able to filter your search results by either open or closed entries, or both. Select a priority level, and finally, select a responsible staff member. Click Save to save your changes. Back on the main contact log screen, to follow up on a contact log entry, select the Edit icon in the Maintain column. At the bottom of the pop-up window, you'll see the last date the entry was edited, along with the editing staff member. Enter the next date to follow up with the contact, if applicable, then add your remaining notes. When you save your changes, the contact log entry you edited will be closed, and a new entry will be created with a status of open and the appropriate subject line and date indicating follow-up. Remember that each time you follow up with an entry, a contact log follow-up indicator is added to the subject line. To view and manage contact log entries by individual member, find the member in your database using the search function in the People Manager. When you perform a search using the People Manager, you'll see a contact log icon in the Maintain column. Select this icon to view all contact log entries for this member. The same option for non-members can be found in the More Options menu when viewing non-member records. On the contact log screen for individual members and non-members, you'll be able to search through and manage contact log entries, add a new entry, and export closed contact log entry data within a date range. Just like the main contact log screen, the options you see here will be the same as the options for the contact log screen for individual non-members. The search panel includes the ability to search by status and sort by date and priority. On the right, you'll see the option to add a contact log entry and run exports by date range. The process for adding a contact log entry for a specific member or non-member is the same as on the main contact log screen, with the exception of choosing a member or non-member. When you navigate to the contact log for a specific member or non-member, the entry will automatically be for that user. The search results grid includes the same information as the grid on the main contact log screen, with the exception of the member or non-member being contacted. You'll also have the ability to follow up with and delete entries using the options in the Maintain column. So now you've learned how to create and manage contact log entries for both members and non-members using the Contact Log module. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.